join this link. So
Okay.
this will be the BSL 2. This will be the first time, like first class, no, for
Yeah,
the EL India 2.
yeah. For BSL 02, this will be first class.
Uh-huh.
I think
Okay.
other students have already attended the BSL 1 class with Mayank sir, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
so have you all started reading BSL 02?
No, sir.
No, this is the
Okay,
first
We
time.
haven't.
Yeah.
okay. So you all have not started. So uh, let me try to share a screen with you and give you brief description about the book first.
Okay.
Uh, can you see the book? Hello?
Mm, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can see now.
Okay. So, so basically, as you all know that this material that you are study material that you are going to study is
Mm,
self-learning instructional material. Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
here in this section, basically, you will learn few more communicative skills in Spanish, which you can use in your everyday life.
Okay.
So this book tries to consolidate your linguistic and socio-cultural knowledge. So as you all know that language is in language there is also an added cultural component. So when you learn language, you also learn about culture. You also
Culture.
learn about
Traditions.
traditions, and through cultures and tradition you also become aware about the linguistic difference that exists within a language. Okay,
Mm,
so this book is designed in a very progressive and in a very systematic manner. Okay, so after you complete this book, you will be able to uh, uh, learn vocabularies related to traveling, shopping, making plans, talking about employment. You can talk about your personal experience, and as you will see that in the last section of the book, that is Mirada sobre el mundo hispano. Okay,
mm,
here
mm.
you will come to know about Hispanic geography. No, the
Yes.
of the Spanish world. No, geography, history, literature, and important
Food.
literary figures. Hello.
Food. Food. About their food also.
About the food also, definitely.
Yes.
And for example, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. You must
Mm,
be knowing Gabriel Garcia Marquez and his famous novel '100 Year of Solitude. Okay, so
mm,
these are the basic uh, they are the basic authors, and and few important books which are very important when you when you're learning a language. Then it
mm,
also becomes important that you learn also about a, a few literary figures, right?
mm. Yes.
So is everyone there in the class now? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's come to the first chapter.
Mm,
Okay, La Ciudad y el Barrio. So, La Ciudad, the city and the neighborhood.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
so here we will, like in the first book that you have read, there you must
mm.
have found that generally you were provided with translation, direct
Yes. Yes.
translation.
Yes.
But
English translation.
in this book, this book proposes to engage you more with Spanish.
Mm,
So here you will often come across the Spanish words, okay,
mm, mm,
and and you will learn like the objectives, objetivos. The
mm,
objective of this book is that after you complete this chapter, you will be
mm,
able to learn about your country. You
mm.
describe
City, village.
exactly.
Mm,
So
mm,
basically, you will be able to describe the geography in which you live, where you
mm,
visit, and
mm,
also you will be able to talk about your neighborhood. Okay,
mm, mm,
is do you like your neighborhood, or is there any problem which you want to improve? So all
mm,
these kinds of basic vocabularies. okay,
mm,
and expressions which you can use once you visit to Spain. So you will need all these things.
mm, mm,
And so for this, you will be also needing you must have already read about verbs, na? Like stare and
verb,
star,
yes. Yes.
stare and star and basic differences. So
Yes.
here also you will I will introduce you to some basic uses of stare and star verb. What are
Mm,
their differences? How can you use
mm,
them in different situations? Okay,
mm.
so
Yes.
so So, as you all know that in Spanish, we have two forms of verb to be. So, to
Mm,
be can be expressed in two different ways, right?
mm,
One
mm.
is with a and another is with star.
A
Okay.
star. Yes. Yes.
So with say, it is this is the conjugation of say. You can see it on the screen. Is it
Yes.
visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Soy.
Soy,
Soyer
soy,
is.
soy,
Mm.
soy,
Soy.
eres, soy,
Eres.
eres, es,
Eres. Es.
es, somos,
Es. Somos.
sois,
Sois.
son.
Son.
Okay. So,
Mm,
yo soy, tú
mm,
eres, él, ella,
mm.
usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros
Somos.
sois,
Sois.
us-
Ellos.
ellos,
Ellas
ellas
and ustedes.
son.
Son.
Okay.
Yes.
So, uh, just wait 1 minute. Let me, okay. Uh, so, can you just tell me what is the difference between basic difference between ser and star? Basic difference, just one difference.
Mm. Ser is used in the when it is a permanent condition, and estar is when it is a temporary feeling,
Yeah,
temporary condition feeling.
exactly. So these two words are very important, especially when you are learning basic fundamental difference between these two verbs. Okay,
Mm, mm,
permanent and temporary. Okay,
mm,
so for example, so when you are
mm,
describing your city, because
mm,
as you all know that in this basically in this book, what we are going to do, what was our objective? Our
mm,
objective was
mm,
that we will be describing our city
mm. Country,
Hmm.
city, village, neighborhood.
within
Average
neighborhood.
method.
So when you are trying to describe your city, so
Mm,
in that particular situation, you will be
mm.
using verb ser. Okay.
Ser.
Huh.
Mm,
Por ejemplo, you can
mm,
see here, es
mm,
un lugar, por ejemplo, mi ciudad
mm,
es un lugar muy bonita. ठीक है?
mm,
Mi ciudad es muy bonita. Mi
mm,
ciudad es muy bonita. Es un lugar precioso, maravilloso. So here what you are doing, you are trying to
mm.
describe your city. Bonito, bonito. ¿Qué significa bonito? What does bonito mean?
Pretty.
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 So it's beautiful. It's pretty.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Es un lugar. In this example, you will see es un lugar muy grande. Grande is
mm.
big.
Big,
Big.
big.
So this is a big place. So here
Mm,
again, what we are doing, we are trying to describe. Okay,
mm,
we are trying to describe our city. Okay,
mm.
but just this after this, you can see this
Estar.
uh, star, verb star,
Yes.
and
Yes.
can anyone read the conjugation of the verb star?
Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están.
Very good. So, so here we will use verb estar to localizar tu ciudad. So when you are
Mm,
talking about location,
Mm.
Okay, so you are
Mm.
describing city as like,
Mm.
but you are trying to locate some place within your
Mm.
city, or you are trying to locate your city itself. Okay,
Mm.
then
Mm.
you will be using verb estar.
Star.
Esta.
Mm.
Let me
Okay.
Sir, example. Example.
example. Por ejemplo, mi ciudad o Mumbai
Ah.
está en India. Okay, so
Mm.
we are saying that Mumbai is in India. Okay,
Mm.
Hmm.
New Delhi, Nueva Delhi, está in India. So we
Yeah.
are again saying that it is in Delhi. We are trying to locate it. Okay.
Locate it.
So
Mm.
when we will describe,
Yes.
for example,
Mm. Mm.
Mumbai is a beautiful city.
Mm.
Mumbai es una ciudad bonita. Okay, so
Mm.
now I am not locating that city, but
Mm.
instead what I am doing, I am trying to
Describing.
describe it. So
Mm.
this is the basic difference between
Mm.
uh, uh, verb state and star. When you use
Mm.
these verbs in context of like talking about your ciudad or about your
Mm.
barrio. Okay.
Mm.
Uh, let me share this book with
Mm.
you. Uh, can you see the book?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I think it is.
Yes.
So I have underlined the use of verbs
Mm.
s, ser, and star. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
please somebody read it, and when you read it, please think
Mm.
why uh, uh, at certain places ser is used and why at certain places a star is used. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
So
Okay.
read it.
Uh,
Anyone can read it.
Shall I read?
Ha ha.
yes.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so remember that to understand the text, you do not have to understand all the words of the text, but only the key words. If you find any problem in comprehending the text, then consult your dictionary. La India es un país incredible. Todos
Increíble.
los turistas que visitan el país dicen que es una
K.
experiencia que es
K
una
S.
experiencia. Okay.
Experience.
¿Qué es
Experiencia, experiencia
experiencia inolvidable? Inolvidable,
inolvidable, inolvidable,
Ah.
inolvidable is
inolvidable.
inolvidable,
Continue, continue.
right?
Yes.
Estás
Double. Yes.
situado,
Yes.
está situado en Asia, al sur de
Asia.
China. Es un al
Mm.
sur de China. Es
Mm.
un país muy grande, prac- prac- prácticamente es
Praktika.
un
Mm.
subcontinente. La India tiene 28 estados. Los estados más famosos para los turistas son Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh y Goa.
Goa.
Okay.
Goa.
Goa.
Mm.
Okay, I
Mm.
haven't taken the
Uh,
first class. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Rajasthan es el
hello,
estado más
hello,
grande de la India.
hello,
Es
hello,
un estado muy bonito y
Manisha, wait,
famoso
sir.
en
Sir
todo.
is saying something.
hello.
Manisha,
Yeah,
sir is saying something.
Uh,
yes,
just
Yes.
wait. I will read it again. Okay.
Yes.
Just try
Yes.
sure,
to
sure.
concentrate on the pronunciation of the words. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Sure, sure.
La India es un país
Mm.
increíble. Todos los turistas que visitan el país dicen que es una experiencia inolvidable. Está situado en Asia, al sur de China. Es un país muy grande, prácticamente es un subcontinente. La India tiene 28 estados. Los estados más famosos para los turistas son Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh y Goa. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay, sir.
here in the first paragraph, you will find that the first line, La India es un país increíble. So, what we are doing here, we are trying to
Mm.
describe how India is. So, it is an
Yes.
incredible country. Okay,
Mm.
So here, therefore, we are using verb ser and we
Yes.
are not using verb estar. Okay.
Yes.
Todos los turistas que visitan el país dicen que es una experiencia inolvidable. So again, you are talking about your experience. You are describing your experience. Okay.
Mm.
Está situado en Asia. So India, where it is situated? It is
Located.
situated,
Yes.
it is situated in Asia, al sur de
Asia. Yes.
China.
China.
Okay, so
Acha,
there,
near China.
south of China.
South
Okay,
of China.
al sur de China.
Mm.
Okay, sur
So
is
this
south.
south.
So,
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So
Okay.
es un país grande. So again, it is a very big
big.
country. Huh.
Mm.
So S. Yeah, again, we are using here S.
Fair. Yes.
S. Okay.
Mm.
So, while you read this whole paragraph, for example,
Mm.
then in the paragraph there is other descriptions about India. Like
Mm.
they talk about Rajasthan. Por
Mm.
ejemplo, Rajasthan es el estado más grande de la India. So Rajasthan
Mm.
is the biggest state of India, largest state of India. Okay.
Mm.
Yes. Again, you are
Sadhu
describing.
is states, right?
Estado is state. So
Mm.
again, what we are doing, we are describing Rajasthan. Okay, so
Mm.
Rajasthan is biggest
Biggest.
state of.
Biggest state.
हाँ,
Mm.
exactly. Es un estado muy bonito y famoso en todo el mundo. Okay, so it is
Mm.
like uh, very beautiful and famous state in whole world. Todo el mundo,
China.
in the whole
Mundo is
world.
world.
हाँ,
Okay.
in the whole
Mundu is
world.
world.
हाँ,
Mm.
en Rajasthan hay
Mm.
ciudades más famosas, por ejemplo, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Udaipur. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
Jaipur es
There.
la
Mm.
capital del estado. So again, what we can see when we are talking
Mm.
about capital and
Mm.
nationalities. So again,
Mm.
we will use the verb ser.
Same.
Mm.
Okay. So when we are talking about nationalities, we are going to use verb ser.
Yes.
Mm.
हाँ. Y está en el este. cerca de Haryana y Uttar Pradesh. So it is in the east. Okay, este.
Mm.
Este is
Mm.
again.
East.
East. Mm.
So again, we are trying to locate where Jaipur
Mm.
is.
Mm.
Okay, and when we are trying to locate, we will use the verb estar.
Mm.
Localización. No, here as you can see. Huh. Okay, so are you
Mm.
getting my point? Huh.
Yes,
So,
yes. Whenever
so
location is there, a star will be there, and
exactly.
whenever description is there,
Nationality.
Huh.
share will be there.
Hmm.
Okay. So try to read this whole paragraph again and
Mm.
try to think where
Mm.
uh, verb state is used and where verb star is being used. Okay. Again, I
Mm.
will come back to this paragraph when I will talk about use of I, as you can
Mm.
see here, and TNA,
Mm.
verb tener. So I will come back to this
Mm.
paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
país. What is
Country.
país?
Country.
Country. Estado is
State.
state. Ciudad,
City.
city. City.
City.
Mm.
Pueblo.
City.
Pueblo. What is pueblo?
Probably I don't know.
I don't
Pueblo.
know, sir.
Village.
Village.
State.
Village.
Barrio.
City.
Barrio is neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Town.
Building.
Neighborhood. Barrio.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood. So, uh, what we are trying to do
Barrio.
here? hmm,
Sorry to interrupt. What is Barrio?
Barrio is neighborhood.
Neighborhood. Thank you.
Mm.
So, again, what we are trying to do here, we are actually trying to describe our city. है ना? We are
Mm.
trying to describe our country and
Mm.
some famous like places of our country, famous cities of our country. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
so. So can anyone read this from here? As we have this.
Can I go ahead and read, sir?
Sure, sure, sure.
As we discussed in the preceding units, the verb ser, one of the most frequently used in Spanish, refers to all descriptions that are expected to be permanent. Here are some more examples of using forms of the verb ser to describe certain characteristics or qualities of a place.
Okay,
Sri
so
Lanka,
okay. So what we are doing here, here are some more example of using forms of the verb stay to
Stay.
say,
describe certain characteristics or
okay,
qualities of a place. So what we will be doing here, we will be describing certain characteristics and qualities of a place. For
say,
for example, here Sri Lanka es un país de
the
Asia.
Asia,
So see, we are not trying to say here like we did here, like in this example, as you will see. Where is that China? Huh? Here, what we were doing in this line, we were trying to
also,
say कि India is situated in Asia, south of China. Okay, so here we were talking about again location where India is located. But as you can see here in this
Down.
example,
Sri
okay,
Lanka
this
is on pies.
so what we are doing, we are not trying to locate Sri Lanka, but we are describing. Okay, Sri Lanka is un país. It is a country. It is a name of country, and where it is,
country,
so of
Asia.
Asia,
In
Asia,
Asia.
in
in
Asia,
Asia.
of Asia. So the second example you will see again, it will become more clear. Rajasthan es un estado de la India. Okay, we are not saying that Rajasthan is in India. We are saying
Hmm.
Rajasthan is a state of India. Okay. So here we are trying to what? We are trying to describe Rajasthan where it is. No, not sorry, not where it is, but it is a state of India. So we are describing Rajasthan. We are talking about its characteristics and qualities. Okay. So, like Bengaluru, in this example, Bengaluru es la capital de Karnataka. Okay, so we are talking about capital. Huh? What is which is Bengaluru is capital of Karnataka. So when somebody says you, uh, can you tell me which is the capital of for example Rajasthan? Capital of
Jaipur.
Jaipur.
Rajasthan? Yeah.
Jaipur
So
es la capital.
es la capital. Es la
Capital.
capital. हाँ,
La capital
de
de Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. Okay.
Rajasthan.
So again, what we are doing here in this example, Akbarpur is un pueblo de Uttar Pradesh. Pueblo is
Yeah.
village. Okay. So Akbarpur is a village of Uttar Pradesh. And Lajpat Nagar is un barrio de Delhi. It's a neighborhood of Delhi. Okay. It's a place in Delhi. So here in all these examples, we are talking about the characteristics. We are talking about the qualities of the places. Okay, we are not trying to locate it or talk about its location. Okay, so we will not use verb estar. Okay, uh,
Yes.
here. Uh, so again, can somebody read this?
So
This
which one?
this one, which I have highlighted.
Let's learn some expressions.
That are
Let's learn
useful.
some expressions that are useful to describe a country or a city. Pay attention to the grammatical chart below.
Okay,
Es grande, pe-
very good.
pequeño,
Okay,
pequeña,
huh.
divertido, divertida,
Very good.
aburrido, aburrida, moderno, moderna,
Very good.
tradicional, antiguo, antigua, bonito, bonita, feo, fea, pintoresco, aco, aco,
Khedor.
uh,
Ako Khedor.
Khedor,
Ako.
Ako
Ah,
Khedor,
very good.
uh, y, Y heno de gente, heno de tradiciones,
See,
atención al género. Remember that these adjectives change according to the number and gender.
okay. So
Ah,
so these are the adjectives that you will need to revise again and again, so that
hmm,
these adjectives will actually help you to describe your city. Okay.
hmm,
Por
hmm,
ejemplo, um, uh,
hmm,
mi ciudad es moderna.
hmm.
Por ejemplo, I'm using this word, moderna.
Ah, hmm,
La ciudad, okay.
hmm,
Okay, so when you are using uh, uh, ciudad, so ciudad
hmm,
is actually what? Feminine. La
hmm,
ciudad. So therefore
hmm.
we will use moderna and not moderno. Okay.
Moderno. Hmm,
I will say mi ciudad es moderna. Okay.
hmm.
So I'm saying that my city is modern. Okay.
Modern.
And
Hmm,
if I have to use, for example, antiguo.
ah,
Antiguo is what? Old, traditional.
hmm,
Okay,
hmm,
it's not modern, just
hmm,
opposite of modern.
hmm,
Okay, so mi pueblo es
hmm,
antiguo, por ejemplo, es
hmm,
tradicional. Mi
hmm,
pueblo es tradicional.
hmm,
Okay, so I am again describing my city. So definitely I will be using the verb ser. Okay,
hmm, hmm,
and I will also have to keep in mind while using these adjectives that
hmm,
they they will agree with the
hmm,
adjective in number and gender. Okay,
hmm,
okay. So, por ejemplo, bonito,
hmm,
and if I am using coche
hmm,
is car. Okay, el coche, car. So if I am saying mi coche es bonito o es bonita, coche is masculine, el coche.
hmm,
So
hmm.
what I will use, bonito or bonita with coche.
Bonito. Bonito.
Very good, because
It is masculine, so
bonita.
masculine only. Yes.
So you will have to see, por ejemplo, mi calle, street. Calle is street. Mi
Hmm,
calle es bonita because it
hmm,
is la calle and not el
hmm.
calle. Okay. So you will have to, while using these adjectives, you will have to see whether the thing that you are describing is masculine or feminine.
So,
Okay.
but sir, we should be thorough with that feminine and masculine words, no, sir? Whether
But
it is la or ale.
but that you will learn gradually. While you learn
Okay.
language,
Ah,
then you will
ah.
develop
Hmm,
a kind of sense also, and when you will read more text in Spanish,
hmm.
then you can easily make it out that which word is masculine or which word is feminine. Okay,
One more thing,
and
sir. One more thing that how much is this correct that whichever word ends with A is feminine and whichever word ends with O is masculine. How much is this correct?
so it is actually generally it is correct, but there are
Hmm,
exceptions. Like there
hmm,
are exceptions everywhere. Okay,
hmm,
even when you read science, you will see that some chemicals belonging to certain categories will react in certain manner, but
ah,
then there will be few chemical in that category only which will react in some other manner.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So it's the same with the language also.
Hmm,
Generally,
hmm.
it is correct. Okay. So the word ending with O will be masculine, and word
So it is
ending.
easy to identify. So immediately we can use a
Huh.
same
But
adjective.
but the exception you
Ah,
will learn over a period of time.
ah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hmm,
when you will read more text, you will become
hmm,
more familiar with the language. So
hmm.
then you will come to know about those exceptions, and then you don't have to remember them
Yes,
because
yes.
it will come in your habit. Okay, while you
It will
learn
come
language,
naturally.
it
Ah,
will come naturally.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
but while it's a starting period, na, you are
Hmm. Yes, yes,
starting to learn a new language. So in the
yes.
starting period, you will have to pay attention. Okay,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
gradually it will become very easy for you
Habit.
to
Yes.
identify. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes.
so please try to uh, remember all these adjectives. Okay, try
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
memorize them. Okay, and then
Memorize. Okay. Okay.
and you will also find one very interesting thing, that
Hmm.
this is grande and this is
Hmm.
pequeño. So it's just the
Hmm.
opposite of what grande is, big,
Hmm.
small. So in this
Hmm.
whole section,
Hmm.
okay, till here, till here. So you
Hmm.
will side by side you will find the antonyms. Okay, just
Hmm.
opposite meaning.
Hmm.
Pintoresco, pintoresco. What is pintoresco? It
Hmm.
is picturesque. No,
Hmm.
picturesque.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, for example, if I say uh, uh, el, el jardín de mi universidad es pintoresco. So the garden of my university is picturesque. So it's
Hmm.
beautiful. Huh?
Hmm.
It's full
Hmm.
of colors. It's full of different flowers. So it's
Hmm.
picturesque.
Hmm.
Okay. So try to find the meaning of these words and try to remember them.
Sir, Akko Khedor. What is the meaning of that?
Acogedor, por ejemplo,
Ah.
acogedor.
Ah.
Just try to figure it out through the sentence which I am saying. It's like welcoming, warm,
Ah.
welcoming.
Ah.
So
Ah.
esta ciudad es acogedor. It's like
Hmm.
welcoming. No,
Hmm.
it's not very like where you will where you people are not rude. Okay,
Ah.
so
Ah.
generally it's like warm.
Friendly. Friendly sort of.
Huh, it's friendly, welcoming,
Hmm. Hmm.
and so again here this uh, this expression. Okay, lugar más plus
Yes.
s plus adjetivo. So first we have already done this, right? That lugar, first lugar is place. Okay, so first
Hmm.
uh, in place of lugar it is my ciudad. Here, for
Hmm.
example, mi ciudad, mi
Me see that.
ciudad in
Hmm.
place of lugar. Okay,
Hmm.
then we will use the verb
Is safe.
es, ser.
Hmm.
Okay, es,
Hmm.
and then adjective.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
grande
Hmm.
y moderna,
Modern.
big and modern.
Modern. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so this expression here you can
Hmm.
use to question. Okay, so when you
Hmm.
go
Hmm.
to Spain, for example, so you can say if you want to talk about Barcelona, for example,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
you will ask some of your Spanish friend that ¿Cómo es Barcelona?
Hmm.
And your friend will respond, Barcelona es muy bonito, है ना? Es una ciudad muy bonita, por ejemplo, es una ciudad muy bonita, okay, es un lugar muy grande, okay. So this expression, como es
Hmm.
Rajasthan, como es
Hmm.
Delhi, como
Hmm.
es Mumbai. So
Hmm.
this this small question we
Hmm.
can ask now if you want to know about the place.
Hmm.
Okay, again here.
Hmm.
So did you all understand this now? Huh? Have you all
Yes.
understood this? Como es el lugar? How to
Yes.
question and how to answer?
Hmm.
For example,
Yes.
if I ask you, ¿Cómo es su ciudad?
Hmm.
How is your city?
Hmm.
So try to answer me.
Es un lugar
Ah,
muy bonito y grande.
muy bien. Okay.
Hmm.
So just note down this. Huh? So how can you ask about a city? So you can ask about with
Hmm.
¿Cómo es?
¿Cómo es Jaipur? ¿Cómo es Delhi?
Very good.
¿Cómo es Chandigarh? ¿Cómo es Hyderabad?
Very good.
Yes.
Again, so here in this photo, you will find that this photo basically describes all the directions: north,
Directions.
norte,
Norte,
South,
Este,
south,
Ur,
south.
Oi-
Oeste, oeste is
Ois, Ois,
west,
Ois is west,
and este is east.
east, east.
And then noroeste, noro, noroeste, noroeste is northwest. Okay.
Huh.
Noroeste is noreste,
Northeast. Huh.
northeast.
Wherever O is there, Noro is there, it becomes west, and without O, it is northeast.
Exactly. O in
Huh.
este. In este,
Huh.
if you add O, it becomes
Hmm.
west.
Yes,
Oeste.
yes, west
Oeste.
side.
Oeste.
Correct.
Okay. And
Suroeste, sureste, noroeste, noroeste.
sureste, suroeste,
Hmm.
suroeste, suroeste.
Suroeste. Hmm.
Uh, and sureste. So these all are directions. Okay. So if you are talking about, for example, if somebody says you are walking on the road and somebody asks you that
Hmm.
where is school, where is that school in which or where is the hospital, where
Hmm.
can I find hospital? So you can say el hospital está en norte de la ciudad, in the north of the city. Okay, it is
Hmm.
located. So I am again using estar, and I am not using ser because I am trying to
Huh.
locate hospital.
Locate. Huh.
Here, for example, Sri Lanka está en Asia, and Lajpat Nagar. In this example, you will find
Hmm. Hmm.
Lajpat Nagar está en el sur de Delhi,
In the south of Delhi.
in the south of Delhi. Está. Again,
Hmm.
we will use verb here, estar.
Star.
Okay, because we are trying to locate Lajpat Nagar.
Hmm.
Oh, uh, Akbarpur está en el este de Uttar Pradesh.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
and here
East.
Bhopal está en el centro del país. Centro is center,
Center.
in the center of the country. So where is Bhopal located? So Bhopal está
Centrally located.
en el centro del país. Okay. So try to remember name of of all the directions in Spanish.
Hmm.
Okay, and again here, sorry, ¿dónde está? Okay, ¿dónde
Hmm.
está el hospital? ¿Dónde está la escuela? ¿Dónde está la universidad? Okay, so where? ¿Dónde is where?
Hmm.
Okay, so whenever you can see here with donde what we are using always a star.
Hmm.
Okay, because
Hmm.
donde is used actually to talk about the location of someone
Hmm. Hmm.
or of some place. Okay,
Where are you from? Yes.
huh, exactly. So not from where are you from?
Hmm.
No, here here we can use, for example, donde está Sri Lanka,
Hmm.
and the answer
Where
will
is Sri Lanka?
be Sri Lanka está en Asia. Okay, so uh, in this sense we use donde with verb estar. Okay, so this is very important. Try to note down this, and then try to make more questions and write.
So we can
Uh,
can we ask donde está el mercado?
See, yes,
We can ask
huh,
where is the market? So
yeah,
somebody will say uh,
el
that
mercado
el
está,
mercado
está,
está el noroeste
está en,
uh,
está en el noroeste de la ciudad, por ejemplo.
ciudad. Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
esta.
Okay.
Esta en.
Ah,
Always you will use the preposition en. Okay.
in. Hmm.
As you can just see here, na,
Hmm.
está en
Hmm.
Asia, está en el noroeste, है ना?
Yes, in
Está,
Karnataka.
हाँ,
Sir, this fourth one is a mistake or what?
no, no, no,
Akbarpur is the L is written. L
हाँ. I think
instead of
we can, हाँ,
mistake.
I think that we can use N here also. Está en
Ah,
el de Uttar
yes.
Pradesh.
Yes, the N L is yes. So
हाँ,
this is a printing error.
हाँ.
Okay.
Oh, here you can, here you can find it, na. Usos de
Ah,
estar, use of estar,
ah.
localización, to locate, है ना. ¿Dónde está?
Yes.
Está
Yes.
en el norte, está en el sur, está en el
Está.
este,
Este,
está en el
is, es,
oeste,
oeste.
right?
Está en
Está
el
en el
interior.
interior,
Interior. Hmm.
interior. Interior means interior. No,
Interior. Ah.
in la
In
costa.
the course
Costa es,
cafe. Hmm.
no?
Along the coast, no?
Along the coast.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
and this is very important. Está a 50 kilómetros de. So
Hmm.
this you will learn in the next section. Okay,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
because these two preposition, like you all have understood now. Whenever we are using the verb estar, and we are
Hmm.
trying to respond to a question, donde está? So we will
Hmm.
always use en
Yes.
with
Hmm.
estar.
Está.
Okay.
Ah.
Huh. So this expression we will be learning about this expression. Está a 50 kilómetros de in the next section. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Again, so cerca y lejos. Cerca y lejos. Cerca is
Hmm.
near
Hmm.
and lejos is far away. Okay.
Far away. Achha, these are opposite words.
हाँ,
Cerca and
cerca
lejos.
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 Gurgaon, Gurgaon
Ah.
está cerca de Nueva Delhi. It is
Hmm.
near New Delhi.
Hmm.
Está cerca de New Delhi. So
Hmm.
right now you asked me one question. ¿Dónde está? Uh, for example, what did you say? What was the question?
Hmm.
Uh,
Where are you from?
no, ¿dónde está el mercado?
Ah, ¿dónde está el mercado?
So you can answer ¿dónde está el mercado? No, I will answer you. El
Hmm.
mercado está cerca
Hmm.
de la escuela. That the market is
Cerca.
close to the school.
Ah. Sir,
Okay.
where? What is it?
El mercado
Ah.
está cerca
Ah.
de la escuela. It is
Ah.
close to the school. The market is
Okay.
close to the school. So I will use
Ah.
this word.
Near, near.
Here.
Ah.
Okay.
El mercado está cerca
De
ah,
la escuela. O
de
de la,
escuela.
o de la universidad. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
And
Good.
and I can also say el mercado está lejos de la
Hmm.
universidad.
Hmm.
Okay,
Lejos.
it is not
Far.
close to it.
Ah.
It is far from the university or
Ah.
school.
University.
So
Ah.
again, so this both words cerca and
Hmm.
lejos we are
Hmm.
using to describe
Hmm.
location of a place. Okay,
Hmm.
so if we are trying to locate a place, so we can use
Hmm.
generally
Yes.
for example if
Lejos.
if we are trying to search a small restaurant. Okay,
Hmm.
it is located very close to a big mall. Okay,
Hmm.
very big mall. So we can say now
Hmm.
it is cerca de. Okay,
Hmm.
and if it is
Hmm.
because these words are very important.
Hmm.
These words help us to tell the location
Hmm.
of a certain thing or a certain place. Okay.
Hmm. Like my house is near the school, so I can say
Me,
me
Mikasa.
हाँ,
House
हाँ,
cerca de escuela.
exactly. Cerca de la
Hmm.
escuela. Okay.
Hmm. Or far away from the station.
Hmm.
My house is lejos de railway station or airport.
हाँ,
Aeropuerto.
aeropuerto, aeropuerto
Aeropuerto.
or
Hmm.
estación. Okay.
हाँ.
Uh, no, this is very important. Read this one. It's a prepositional thing. Nah,
हाँ.
it's a prepositional thing. Read.
It's a it's a
हाँ,
prepositional thing. We often use words to tell where things are in relation to other things. You can use these prepositions to describe al lado
de.
de, beside or next to, en frente de, in front of,
For
al
example,
lado de or en frente de.
if your house is next to the school, okay,
हाँ.
so I will
हाँ.
say that,
हाँ.
for example, my house is next to the
हम्म.
school, so I will say
हम्म.
mi casa está
हम्म.
al lado de la escuela.
Mi casa,
Beside the
mi
está
casa, हाँ,
está
está
al lado de la
al
escuela.
lado,
De
हाँ,
la escuela.
de, ओके 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 ओके.
So with al lado de, we will always use
Mi casa mi casa
está
está enfrente
de.
de
Hmm.
garden.
हाँ, jardín.
हाँ, yes.
Está, está
Hmm.
enfrente de del jardín. Del jardín.
Hmm.
Enfrente
Garden.
del jardín.
Or the
Okay. So,
parque.
park.
Parque.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Okay,
these
sir.
are the words. You just need to
Hmm.
write it down, note it down,
Yes.
and then you
Hmm.
will have to try to make more sentences with these
Hmm.
words. Okay,
Yes.
and always remember, you cannot miss de. Whenever you are
Hmm.
using al lado, then al lado de, in frente
Ah,
de.
they
Okay,
they is very
cer-
important.
cerca de, lejos
Hmm.
de.
They. Hmm.
Okay, so they is very if you will use it without they, then the whole
Hmm.
sentence will become wrong.
So what is the means the English meaning of they?
Off.
Off.
Of.
Off. Okay. Okay. Off. Hmm. Okay. It is written also here. Next. Uh, if it is al lado de, then it is next to, or if it is enfrente de, then it is in front of,
Ha, ha, ha.
depending on the context.
Ha, depending on the context.
Hmm.
uh, so this one, uh,
Monumento and lugar.
ha, monumento
Where
and
this
lugar.
hmm,
So
lugar place.
Binoy,
Hmm.
uh, Binoy, uh, try to match these things na. Monumento is monuments na.
Hmm. Hmm.
Monumento. Lugar is
Hmm.
place. So
Hmm.
which it is situated in which city?
Hmm.
Okay, these important monuments, monumentos. Okay,
Hmm.
so try to locate them.
Palacio de Mansingh.
Uh,
Mansingh is I think Jaipur.
Jaipur. Okay,
Puerta
so
de la India, I think India Gate
yeah, exactly.
to Delhi. Nueva Delhi.
Huh.
Then Salim Singh ki Haveli.
Jaisalmer.
Oh, Salim Singh ki Haveli. No idea.
It is in Jaisalmer.
Huh.
It's
It is in
Haveli
Jaisalmer.
or something like that.
Huh. So basically, what I'm trying to, because if once you complete this, then in the
Hmm.
next section you can see here, El
Sentences can be
Palacio
made. Hmm.
Mansingh está en Gwalior. So,
Yes.
one try to find, okay, the correct
Hmm.
place in which they are situated in, and
Hmm.
then you will have to make sentences. For example, Las Cuevas de Ajanta. Cuevas is cave, है ना?
Caves.
Which I can do.
It is in
Maharashtra.
it is in Maharashtra. So how
Hmm.
will you say this in Spanish in full sentence? Like the
Hmm.
example here is this.
Hmm.
Las Cuevas de
Pues,
Ajanta.
Ah,
It's the in Maharashtra.
okay, very good. But you will have to see here that you are using Las Cuevas. You are not
ah,
talking about La Cueva, Las Cuevas.
yes.
Then
Hmm.
instead of
Plural.
esta, you will use estan.
Estan. Hmm.
Okay,
Plural, yes.
Istan.
because you are using Las Cuevas, na? You are not
Ah.
using La Cueva. La
Even
Cueva,
in
you are not.
Los, the above one also, Los Templos, there also you use Estan,
Ha, ha, ha.
Istan. Okay.
Tamil Nadu. Los Templos de Mamallapuram, Estan, in Tamil Nadu.
Hmm.
Correct, sir?
Hmm. Okay, okay,
Ah.
okay.
Istan Temple.
Uh, 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 I like generally, but if you will see that answer is given here that it is esta and not estan. Okay, in the answer, and that is
The
because
first
I
one.
no
It is
Las
singular.
Cuevas. Because it is talking about Las Cuevas in as a collection. Okay, here it is not
Yes.
talking about Las Cueva as different entities. It is talking
Hmm.
here about collection. So here you
Hmm.
will not use estan. Here you will use esta. Okay, but
Hmm.
what I was trying to tell you is that whenever the thing, the place which you are talking about, if you are talking about multiple places, then you will be
Hmm.
using estan and not
Hmm.
esta.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because here you are Los Templos de Mamallapuram.
Mamallapuram.
Mamallapuram
Hmm.
is here you are
Estan,
talking about a collection, and a
collection
collection
of
as a whole.
temples.
As a whole, you are taking them as one unit, and you are
Hmm.
not taking them as separate units. So
Hmm.
therefore, you will use here singular, third person singular, esta. Okay.
So, Los Templos also?
I think because here you can find
Sir,
see that in the answer it is written
answer.
esta. Okay.
Esta, oh, you see, exception looks like that.
No, no, no. It's not exception. I gave you the reason, na. It's because
Los
we are here.
Templos,
Los templos. We are not seeing here templos as like separate. Like we are
separate
not.
temples.
But we are talking about a collection of temples, and that collection
Oh,
we are referring to that collection, and we are not referring to separate temples. Okay, that is the
Okay.
reason.
but sir, Las Cuevas and Los Templos, what is the difference? How do we differentiate?
No, no, you
This
don't
is,
have to differentiate. For example, basically, see, for example, if we are not talking about that particular place, because
hmm,
like Mamallapuram, there
hmm,
we are talking about a particular temple, and in that particular place there are many temples.
hmm,
So we are not talking about separate temples. We are talking about that whole collective of temples.
hmm,
So we are taking them as a single unit here. But if you will talk about them as different temples, you are not taking them as a collective.
hmm,
Then you will use it estan in place
hmm,
of esta.
hmm,
Okay.
hmm,
Here, what is happening? We are taking that whole collection as a single unit,
hmm.
because that whole collection must be located in a particular place, and we are talking about that particular place.
Then,
Okay.
sir, how do we say there are many beautiful temples in Mamillapuram in Tamil
huh,
Nadu?
huh.
How will
In
we
that
say?
case, we will use estan, because you are not
Ah,
referring to a particular temple or a
ah,
particular
ah.
collective of temples. You are
Hmm,
referring to whole lots of temples that are
hmm,
in Tamil Nadu.
hmm, hmm,
Different districts of Tamil Nadu. Na?
hmm,
Okay.
hmm. Okay.
Are you like
It will be
are
Los
you,
Templos, right, sir? If it is
no,
describing different temples.
Ah,
ha.
Los Templos.
Los.
That
Uh,
basic.
The
That
big
los los
Los
bonito
Templos,
boni,
beautiful.
हाँ,
bonito templos, los bonito templos,
Los Templos Bonitos.
Bonitos.
Los Champos
Boni,
Marcos.
bonitos.
because you just I was telling you about adjectives, that
Hmm.
adjectives will also have to agree,
Plural. Ah,
because you
Plural,
are talking
plural.
about plural, you are
plural.
talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
many temples, so that
Yes.
adjective will also become plural.
Hmm.
From bonito, it will become bonitos.
Bonitos.
Huh. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, no, we are going to now learn about two important verbs like this. So, this word.
Half plus 50. Zero,
Uh,
three, four, four,
Hmm.
six.
I is used. So I about I no and
okay.
tener.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. You are able to see my screen, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, just 1 minute. Ah, sorry, sorry. I was not able to. What has happened to?
Screen is not visible, sir.
I'm just trying to fix that. It's not moving now. Is it visible now?
No. Hmm.
Okay, okay, okay. Let- Is it visible now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay. So here we will learn about two verbs. Okay, and
Yes.
basically haber y tener. Okay, so
Hmm.
generally the verb haber is
Hmm.
we use it in third person singular. The conjugation of the verb is I. I. Okay, you can see here I. Okay,
I.
I. So
Hmm.
I is used in to talk about like existence of things, that there is and there are. For so for there is and there are, both expressions we will be using verb I. Okay.
Hmm.
For example, in Delhi, hay muchos templos. In Delhi, there are many temples.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, in in la India, hay 28 estados.
Hmm.
There are. Okay.
Hmm.
So the direct translation of I is there are or there is.
Oh. Hmm.
For example, if you say that uh, uh, hay un templo in mi
Hmm.
estado, there is one temple in my state. Okay,
Hmm.
so here what is happening? You are translating. Let me write this and explain it to you. Okay. I solo, I solo un templo en mi estado. Okay, there is. So here I will be what? There is. So the I will be translated as there is
There
because
is.
I am
There is.
talking
Straight.
about single thing. Okay, there
Yes.
is solo only,
Straight.
only.
Mm.
Okay, so there is only one temple in my state. Okay, but
Mm.
for example, uh, 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 for example, you can see here in this. Hay muchos templos in Delhi.
Many
Hay
temples.
muchos templos.
Mm.
So if I write here again, hay muchos templos
Mm.
en
En mi estado.
mi estado.
Mm.
So
Here I
here
will become there are.
there are.
Mm.
It will become there are. So
Mm.
depending upon the context, upon the
Mm.
number of thing that you are talking about, it
Mm.
the same word will
Mm.
mean there is or
Yes.
there
Or
are.
there are. Mm.
Okay, and if I uh, uh, where is it?
Hot.
Okay, so uh, so the verb I, okay, so the verb
Mm.
I is basically being used here to talk about the existence of certain things.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
so I, there exist many temples in my city. So here what we are talking about the existence of things. Okay, and hello,
Yes. Yes.
uh, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir,
Yes, yes,
you're
sir.
audible.
And the verb tener,
Mm.
tener will be used to express possession. It okay.
Possession.
Possession. For example, if you have two cars, okay, or two
Okay.
houses,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I will you will say that yo tengo dos casas. Tener, tener. Do you know conjugation of the verb tener?
Tener. Yeah. Yes.
Seven.
Yes.
Ten.
Can you tell me what is the conjugation
Er.
of the
It
verb
is a
tener?
er verb.
It's the er verb,
Hmm.
but it's
Te. Tener is teneo, tenes, tene,
no, no, no,
tenemos.
no, no, no.
Er verb, no, sir?
It's er verb, but it's a bit irregular verb. Okay, it's not the regular verb. So let me tell you the conjugation of tener.
Sir. Sir है.
Tengo,
Ten,
tengo, tengo,
Hmm.
tienes. Okay, tienes,
tiene,
हाँ,
tiene,
tenemos,
Tiene.
tieneis,
teneis,
tenéis and tienen,
tienen, tienen.
tienen.
Okay, this is the
Tengo.
conjugation. Okay,
Okay.
so if I have to say that I have two cars in my house, so how I will say that? Because I am talking about possession, okay, and I'm
Hmm.
not talking about existence of things, which for which I was using verb I. So I will say tengo
Hmm.
dos
You can go.
en
Tengo
mi
en
casa.
mi
Hmm.
casa.
So
Okay.
I have two cars in
Yes.
my house, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, but
Hmm.
when I'm not talking about possession, I'm just
Hmm.
talking about the existence of the thing, of the
Hmm.
car. Then I can
Hmm.
use I So coaches, then me, Hasan. Okay,
So what is the difference in English? How do you say?
there are
Yes.
two
Yes.
cars in my
Hmm.
house. Okay.
And I have two cars in my house. That is the
Ah,
difference.
ah,
I have and there are.
Uh,
ah.
we say coaches or carro also for car.
So you can use both.
Okay.
So it is basically in some country they say coaches and in some country they say carro.
Car.
Okay.
Okay,
I have.
I have.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
are you now able to understand basic difference between Tango and I?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I will try to give you some more example. So read it here. Read here. In Delhi,
Hmm. En Delhi hay muchos templos.
hmm,
Delhi tiene muchos templos.
exactly.
In Delhi,
There
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 are
are many
many
temples.
temples, and
Delhi
Delhi
has
has many
many
temples.
temples. Very good.
Uh, so it is that means here it is the right side it is the possessive,
Huh.
and this side it is
It is about the
express
existence.
existence.
Existence. So now read this from here in Spanish. In Spanish. Read from here. Any one of you can read it.
In Spanish, the verbs a,
I.
I, and tana are
Tener.
used more widely.
Okay, just
Tener,
stop. Huh. I and tener. Say it.
I and tener. Okay.
Huh.
I is used both in singular and plural to express existence. That is, there is, and there are. It is used with interrogative sentences where it translates as is there or are there, whereas the verb tener, tener is used to express possession.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Yeah.
Uh, here from this uh, picture you can clearly understand the difference. Na? Usos de आई है ना
mm,
आई उन बार un disco un hay bares mucha
mm,
gente so uh, for every even for one bar when you are talking about just one bar so
mm,
you will use I
mm,
for saying about its existence and then if you are talking about more than one bar that is bares
mm,
then
mm,
also you will use the same word I
mm,
the same
mm,
verb with same conjugation
mm,
okay to talk about the existence so clear but here you are talking about mi ciudad tiene un río okay
mm,
mi ciudad tiene un río importante o un río famoso my city has a famous river
mm,
okay
mm,
so here it won't be translated as there is it will be my city has
mm.
a famous river are you all getting the difference between
It is like we can say that mi ciudad un rio or something else.
mi ciudad tiene
Tiene un río.
ah, un río importante o famoso okay
Okay. Okay.
okay
Thank you.
so like if you have any confusion between these two words you can ask me here okay or if you want me like do you have any confusion here or you all understood it
When one or
Understood.
two examples will do.
so tell me try to like you tell me the example
Mm, mm,
For
Here, here,
like
here,
like I'm like there are two
uh,
schools
uh,
in my city, two
uh,
schools. So
hmm.
how I will say this in Spanish?
Mm,
There are
uh,
two
uh,
schools.
uh,
I I
hay
escuelas.
dos escuelas en mi ciudad.
Very good, very good. Binoy, I think you will have to unmute yourself. I'm not able to hear you. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, and if I will say that, for example, I have for uh, uh, two house in Mumbai, two houses, है ना, in Mumbai. So how I will say that?
Yo tiene
Yo
dos.
tengo,
Huh?
Yo,
Yo tengo
yo
I
tengo
हाँ,
dos
yo tengo,
casa,
हाँ, dos casas,
dos casas,
हाँ, dos casas
dos casas.
dos casas
Hmm.
in
dos
Mumbai.
casas
Okay.
en Mumbai.
en
हाँ,
Mumbai.
okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is the basic difference between.
Difference, yes, with
So
practice.
here,
Hmm.
tenir will be used more about when we talk about the possession, or when
Hmm.
we are trying to say like my city has, or
Hmm.
the school has.
Hmm.
Okay, but
Hmm.
when we will use the verb I, we will be referring to the existence of the thing. We will be merely talking about the existence of the thing and not about
Hmm.
the possession.
Hmm.
Okay.
So both the verbs can be used in one sentence.
हाँ हाँ.
Like Manisha is in Delhi and she has two houses.
Manisha is in Delhi. Está en Delhi.
हाँ.
Y él, ella tiene dos casas. So here
Hmm.
you are not talking about my existence. Has. मतलब
हाँ पर
there is. There is.
hmm. हाँ.
Manisha está en Delhi y
Hmm.
ella tiene dos casas.
Hmm. She
So
has
okay,
no in possession.
हाँ, ella
हाँ.
tiene.
हाँ.
That's what.
Tiene.
That's
हाँ.
why. I have used the verb tener. Okay.
Tiene. Okay. Okay.
For example, if I say that, uh, uh, for example, this temple is located in New Delhi. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
I so I am talking about the existence of that of that temple. So I will say uh,
I,
templo, hay un templo in Nueva Delhi. Okay,
Hmm.
que tiene dos puertas.
Hmm.
The temple has two doors.
Doors. Hmm.
Okay, so
Correct.
hay un
हाँ.
templo in Nueva Delhi. There is a
Correct.
temple in New
Yes.
Delhi
Yes. And it has. Yes.
que tiene dos puertas.
Hmm.
Let me
Okay.
write this example so that you will become more clear. Hay un templo en mi ciudad que tiene dos puertas. Okay, are you all able to
Oh.
understand?
Yes.
So here I have used both I and tener
Yes.
in the same sentence. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
No, it is uh, about Spain and all the tourist destination in Spain. Okay.
Hmm.
So try to read this. Okay, at home,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
try to find out like you will come across many important famous monuments or buildings.
Hmm.
For example,
Hmm.
Iglesia, church. है ना? You will find many church in Spain. So like
Hmm. Hmm.
Iglesia de la Sagrada Familia, which is
Hmm.
located in Barcelona. So I will say La Iglesia de la Sagrada Familia está in Barcelona. Está en Barcelona. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
and like this you will come across many other monuments, many other
Hmm.
uh, monuments of historical importance. Try
Hmm.
to search about them
Hmm.
separately,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
and try to learn more about them, because in this way you will come to know about Spain, okay,
Hmm.
and its culture. Okay, so there will be like I have made one list. If I can share it with you. So,
Sir, sir,
uh,
just 1 minute. Sir, these notes, it is in word form, no? So this you can, means can it be on our mail? Can it be sent?
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I will send it to you.
Okay, sir.
No problem. Okay. Just give me 1 minute.
Sir, can I just drink water a little bit?
Sure, sure, sure. Just I'm trying to download the attendance. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Uh, so can we now move to the next section? So
Yes,
just
sir.
try to read. Like we can do here about America Latina, Latin America. Okay. So is this visible to you? Machu Picchu.
Yes.
Machu Picchu. Okay.
Machu
Machu
Picchu,
Picchu,
yes.
yes.
Machu Picchu. So before you start reading about Machu Picchu, I just want to tell you one thing about it, that when colonizers came to Latin America, okay, so Latin America was colonized by Spain and Portugal, both.
Hmm.
Okay, like India was colonized by England.
British.
Okay,
Hmm.
so when Spain and Portugal both went and colonized Latin America, so they destroyed many things there over there.
Oh.
Okay, but
Okay.
this there was a particular civilization that was residing in the mountains of Machu Picchu, and it was
Hmm.
located at such an height that
Hmm.
colonizers could not see it when they first
Hmm.
visited. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
it was not destroyed in the start of the colonizing process.
Hmm.
Later
Hmm.
in the subsequent year, colonizers came to know about it, and then they gradually destroyed it. Okay, so
Hmm.
Machu Picchu is a very important place, a very important tourist destination in Latin America, and it's very beautiful. So let's
And sir,
let's
recently it came in news that its name is little bit different.
ha ha
Uh,
ha
very, very
ha.
recently it came that it is known by some other name now.
For example, if
Hmm.
you will talk about Latin America, so Latin America was the name
Sorry.
given to this continent by the colonizers. Okay,
Yes.
but
Yes.
the indigenous people of Latin America used to
Hmm.
call it, used to call the whole land geography through some other name. For
Hmm.
example,
Hmm.
now many indigenous researchers, many indigenous
Hmm.
activists,
Yes.
they call Latin America as Abya Yala.
Hmm.
Okay, they call it
Hmm.
Abya Yala instead of Latin America.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so these are the so name has very like there is lots of politics in name. Okay,
Yes.
so there
Historical.
people
Huh.
so always you will see politics around changing name of some place, and it goes all around the world. Okay,
Huh.
because names are
Yes.
very
Hmm.
important. Names not only talk about just about the present of that place, but it talks about the past,
Hmm.
yeah, the history of that place.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the name will carry certain notions, historical notions, cultural notions,
Hmm.
which are attached to that particular place through names. So that's
Hmm.
why
Hmm.
you must have read that news about Machu Picchu. That
Hmm.
few activists
Okay.
or some researcher might be interested in calling Machu Picchu with some other name.
Hmm. Hmm. Because historically they have found out that its name should be something else. So officially they may change it.
Okay, it's very interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm not aware about this. So
Hmm.
if you find the name of like
Yes, yes.
what is the new name of Machu Picchu, you can share
Ah,
with us in the next class.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
uh, so can someone read about Machu Picchu?
Manisha, you want to read?
I can't because there are lots of I can't do pronunciations will not be great because I
I
didn't attend the
You
first session. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, no problem. I'll try, sir.
okay, sure.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, we should start from
America
uh,
Latina.
América. América Latina cuenta con muchos destinos turísticos atractivos, históricos y culturales, lugares de ocio, una excelente gastronomía y, sobre todo, una sociedad, una sociedad con mucha tradición, tiene una gran variedad étnica. Es una región diversa y está lleno de lugares maravillosos y con una extensa riqueza cultural.
Cultura. Very good. Very good.
I, sir, I should continue or we are supposed to translate? No.
We can discuss about this first. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
América Latina cuenta con
Hmm.
muchos destinos turísticos. So
Hmm.
like in America, in Latin America, there are many tourist destinations. है ना?
Yes.
Very
Hmm.
important
Attractive. Huh.
atractivos, atractivos históricos y culturales. So there are
Hmm.
many places of historical and cultural importance.
Yes.
Okay. Lugares de ocio. Lugares de
Hmm.
ocio is leisure area where you
Hmm.
can find lots of entertainment and all. Okay.
Hmm.
Una excelente gastronomía means
Hmm.
Food.
excellent food. Y
Hmm.
sobre todo, una
Hmm.
sociedad con mucha tradición. So it's a society, the society of Latin America has lots of tradition, cultural
Hmm.
components. Okay.
Hmm.
So it's rich in culturally, it is
Hmm.
rich.
Hmm.
Tiene una gran variedad étnica. Means like when you will go to Latin America, so one thing you will find that you will find people of African origin there. You will find indigenous people. Then you will
Hmm.
find people from Europe, and they all are mixed. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
so there is a great ethnic variety
Hmm.
that you can find there, like
Hmm.
the people coming from different places of world. Okay,
Different
from
backgrounds,
different
cultural backgrounds.
cultural background, religious background. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
es una región diversa y está lleno de lugares maravillosos. So it is full of marvelous places, beautiful places.
Hmm.
Okay, and y con una extensa riqueza
Hmm.
cultural. Riqueza is what? Cultural richness. है ना?
Rich, culturally
Cultural
rich.
wealth, wealth, culture, cultural wealth.
Hmm.
It is, it has a great cultural wealth in Latin America because of all these things. Yeah, because of excellent food, because of
Hmm.
a very like interesting history of Latin
Hmm.
America. Huh,
Ethnicity.
ethnicity. So you will find it a very attractive place, a place which is very different from the rest of the
Hmm.
world. Okay, so try to read about Latin
Okay.
America. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
try to find out like whatever place you will be reading here. So try to find about them. Okay,
Hmm.
so coming to the last section of this chapter,
Hmm.
we will be learning about here quantifiers. Okay, so quantifiers. Na, like in English, we also know na there are some nouns which are countable nouns and there are some uncountable nouns. है ना? Like we will not say na give me four rice to eat. I will
Hmm.
say give me some rice to eat.
Summarize.
Okay.
Summarize.
Huh.
Hmm.
So I will not say give me 10 rice to eat.
Hmm.
Okay. So basically, in Spanish, when you come across quantifiers, okay, cuantificadores, so it is here. Okay, so
Mhm.
especially in this, like uh, when you are talking about traffic, है ना? So you will, what you will say? Hay mucho tráfico.
Hmm.
Okay, hay mucho tráfico. Mucho, mucho is
Sorry. A
So
lot,
much.
very much.
very
So
much.
much. Ah.
So much. A
Hmm.
lot of. For example, hay, hay mucho tráfico aquí. Okay. Uh, in Delhi, read this sentence. Read this sentence.
Daily yes.
In Delhi,
Where is it, sir?
so like
Hmm.
you are not able
Ah.
to see my screen
Una.
also.
Yes. Yes. Now I zoomed in. Yes. Una persona.
Okay, okay.
Una persona de Delhi.
Huh,
En Delhi hay mucha gente y también hay mucho tráfico.
huh.
In
So
Delhi, hmm,
in Delhi, there what there are many people. Okay.
gente y also there is much traffic.
Huh. Okay. Bastante. Bastante can be translated as sufficient, enough. Okay.
Hmm,
Okay. So you can say that na in other example. For example, I I bastante escuela en mi barrio. There is enough school in my neighborhood.
hmm, hmm,
Okay. And poco is
less.
less, a little bit,
Yes.
a little bit of. Okay. So in Delhi hay poca gente y poco tráfico.
Hmm,
Okay, because here these examples are very interesting, as you will find that in the first example, a person who is living in Delhi, he is talking. Una persona de Delhi, a person who lives in Delhi. Okay, he is talking. So he is feeling that in Delhi hay mucha gente y también hay mucho tráfico. But another person who is in Mumbai, because Mumbai, you will find that Mumbai is more populated than Delhi, and there is the traffic problem is more in Mumbai than in Delhi. Okay, so una persona de Mumbai. So he is from Mumbai. So he is talking from his perspective. Okay, he's saying that no, 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 you are wrong. In Delhi, I poca gente y poco tráfico. Poca gente, right? In
So
comparison to,
Poca and Poco,
हाँ, हाँ,
this
हाँ.
is feminine and
Masculine.
masculine.
Because,
Oh,
because, because, why? Because it
huh?
is la gente, la gente,
Okay.
and
So
it is
gente is
here it is
el tráfico.
el tráfico.
Ah,
Okay, so
yes.
when we are using
Correct.
feminine, it will become poca, and when we are using
Hmm.
with some masculine, it will
Yes.
become poco. Okay,
Poco. Correct. Correct.
okay. So generally, we cannot count the how many people there are in traffic, right? So we use cuantificador incontables. Okay, incontables. Okay, because we cannot, like, can you like mucho ruido, for example. Ruido is sound. Okay, ruido is sound.
Some.
Huh. So you will say mucho ruido. Okay, है ना? Lots of sound. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay, mucho tráfico. Okay, mucho tráfico. So we cannot count sound, right? We cannot count it.
Yes. Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So when we cannot count it, then we will be using it with mucho,
Hmm.
bastante, or poco. Okay. In case we are able to count it, for example, edificio, है ना? Buildings, monuments, habitante. Okay. So then what we will do? In hello, hello. Are you able
Yes,
to
yes,
hear
you're
me?
audible.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, so in case, where did it go? So in case you are talking about buildings, monuments, okay, habitante, parque, so we can count it, right? We can
Right.
count how many parks are there in in a city. Okay, how many shops are there? Tienda shops. How many discos are there? Discoteca. How many schools are there? So for this, we will use mucho y muchas. Muchos
Mutual.
parques.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, here. Okay, en mi barrio
Yeah.
hay muchos parques. Okay, también
In
hay
mm,
muchas tiendas. Okay. En mi
yeah.
ciudad hay bastantes bares y bastantes discotecas. En mi barrio hay pocos parques y pocas escuelas. ¿Ok?
Barrio. No. I no. See. I
En mi barrio hay pocos parques y pocas escuelas. ¿Ok?
no.
There are few parks and there are few schools. Okay, in mi barrio, in my neighborhood. And some other people can say, in mi barrio hay muchos parques y muchas escuelas. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yes.
So,
Not clear.
hmm. And ningun ninguna, ninguna means what? What is the meaning of
Ninguna.
ningun and ninguna?
Less, very less.
No, no. In mi barrio no hay ningún hospital. There is no hospital.
No
No
hospital.
hospital.
Okay.
Ah, no hay ninguna universidad. There is no university in mi barrio. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, can anyone read this?
También.
Tambien, tambien,
También. Tam, también
tambien.
podemos utilizar los números en mi barrio.
Hmm.
Hay tres restaurantes, dos discotecas y un bar.
Y un bar. So what is
Y
what?
un bar. Okay.
También podemos utilizar los números. Okay, so instead of saying mucho y mucha,
Hmm.
pocos y pocas, we can use numbers also. For example, in mi barrio hay tres restaurantes. There are three restaurants,
Three.
two discotecas, y un bar and one bar. Okay, so you
What
can.
is the meaning of podemos?
What is the
How
meaning
it
of
will be pronounced?
podemos? We can.
También.
Podemos.
Podemos.
हाँ,
Podemos.
podemos
Yeah.
is we can.
Okay.
También is also we can also utilize, है ना?
Okay.
Use
So
numbers.
it is a poder का conjugation, sir.
Yeah, हाँ, poder का conjugation है, right? You're right.
Plural of
Okay.
first person
Poder.
plural, podemos.
हाँ,
Okay. Sir, yeah, one doubt was there that no I Ningun hospital. When it is already no, then again Ningun hospital. No I hospital. There is no hospital.
हाँ. So in actually in Spanish, when we are talking about negative sentences, we
Hmm.
use double negation. This is
Ah.
double negation.
Hmm.
No hay ningún hospital.
Hmm.
So we use double. It is example of double negation. Okay. So
Hmm.
we are using no two times. Okay. No
Hmm.
hay ningún hospital. No hay
Hmm.
ninguna universidad. Okay.
Acha. Okay.
So yeah, if
In
I for
mi
example,
casa
हाँ
no hay no ningún televisión.
हाँ
Like that.
हाँ no hay ningún
In mi casa no
हाँ
hay ningún televisión.
हाँ in that same manner you will be using
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Double negatives.
हाँ uh,
Yes. I praise those number. Yes,
okay.
yes.
Just like but I think you will have to also like in the example that you just gave me,
Hmm.
what was your example? Just repeat it. Can you repeat
Mi
it?
en mi casa no hay ningún televisión.
In me
I don't
casa.
have a television.
Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, yes.
uh, so just see in mi
En mi
casa.
casa, en mi
No.
casa no hay
Huh,
ningún televisión.
ningún televisión.
Visión.
Okay, so it is la televisión o el televisión.
Mm, don't remember, sir.
It is la.
It's la.
Okay,
So it
so it
will
will
be
become ninguna.
okay. Okay.
In place of ningun, it will become ninguna.
Ninguna. Okay. Okay. That is a difference.
So here also you can find that difference. Na?
Ah.
Uh, no, I ninguna
Ninguna
universidad.
universidad.
Ninguna universidad because it is always la universidad.
La
Okay,
universidad. Hmm.
so no hay ninguna universidad
Universidad. Hmm.
because it is always
Hmm. La
la
universidad.
universidad. La universidad.
Hmm.
Okay, so therefore it will always be ninguna.
Ninguna.
Okay,
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
हाँ हाँ.
If you have two TVs or two cars in the house, how do we say that?
What if we have?
If you have
Two.
two TVs in the house or two cars in the house,
Dos
In
televisión.
in mi casa
हाँ हाँ
hay
हाँ
dos
those television, vision,
televisiones.
visiones,
हाँ
television,
correct. ES will be added.
vision,
Televisiones.
visiones.
Hmm.
Visiones.
Those coaches or those carros, eh?
हाँ, same.
Hmm.
You can
En
use
mi
for
casa hay dos carros,
those
dos
carros,
carros,
those
dos
carros.
carros.
Okay,
Okay.
and here you will
कारो
find.
का भी प्लूरल होगा. कारो
हाँ हाँ
also will be plural, no?
हाँ, obviously.
Yes.
So in the last section you will find.
Hmm. Ahora.
Hmm. Vivir en un
Esa.
barrio. Ventajas y desventajas. Ventajas is
Ventajas.
advantage and
Hmm.
disadvantage. So uh, here you will find certain words like congestionada. Congestionada is congested.
Hmm.
Congested. Okay.
Hmm.
Con buena iluminación. So
Hmm.
basically, with these words, what
Hmm.
you are trying to describe your barrio, your neighborhood. Okay,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
there will be something which is good in your barrio, and there will be something which are bad in your barrios which you don't like. Okay, for example, if your barrio is congested, okay, the the streets of your barrio is very congested.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, you cannot move easily in your barrio because it is always full of people, and the roads are not that wide. So you will say mi barrio es muy congestionado.
Hmm.
Okay, so it is congested. Con buena iluminación. Buena iluminación is
Well illuminated.
very good. Like the street lightings are very good.
Street light.
Street
हाँ.
lights are
Hmm.
good number of street lights are present there in your calle. Calle is city, is street. Calle is street.
Street. Hmm.
Street. Muy tranquilo is very calm.
हाँ.
Very calm.
Peaceful.
Okay,
Hmm.
peaceful. And ruidoso is just opposite of peaceful. It's full of noise.
Noisy.
It's noisy. Con aceras anchas. Aceras is pavement. Okay, pavement. Anchas is wide. Okay, and wide. And
Wide.
con un semáforo en la esquina. Means semáforo means the traffic
Semáforo.
light. Okay.
Traffic light.
In la esquina. In la esquina is the corner. So with all these words that you just heard, you can describe your calle.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, vivo en una calle muy tranquilo, muy tranquila, because una calle. Okay, una calle, so it will become tranquila and not
Plural.
tranquilo.
So, हाँ. If
Vivo,
it is
vivo,
un calle, then it is tranquilo.
हाँ, exactly.
Vivo en una calle or un calle. Vivo en un
Una calle.
calle.
No, una calle. La calle.
If it is un,
No.
about we are talking about one street. That
हाँ,
street,
so una
single
calle.
street.
So una
हाँ.
calle. Siempre, always. You
Okay.
because it is la calle.
Okay.
Okay.
हाँ.
So for la we always use una, and for
Una.
L, for example, it
We
is
use un.
El barrio.
हाँ.
El
हाँ.
barrio is un barrio.
Correct. Yeah,
हाँ,
okay. It is mentioned here. Un and una. Okay.
okay.
Unos and unas. Then it will be agar many streets, so unas In many neighborhoods, then unos.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So basically here, what you will have to do, you have learned about many words. Okay, how can you describe your street or your neighborhood? Okay,
Hmm.
and using all those vocabularies that you have learned today in this lesson, you will have
Hmm.
to talk about your neighborhood, or you have will have
Hmm.
to describe your country or your city.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
like in actividad 12,
Hmm.
है ना,
Hmm.
activity 12,
Hmm.
what you
Hmm.
find. Yeah, read this one, actividad 12, and try to
Una,
understand, it. Okay.
hmm. Una persona describe cómo es su barrio. En tu opinión, ¿qué ventajas y desventajas tiene este barrio?
Very good. So
So,
a
hmm,
person describes
hmm,
his neighborhood, है ना.
hmm,
So
hmm.
he is describing, a person is describing his neighborhood
His,
here.
his opinion,
So no.
advantages.
So
Is
after
your
reading,
in
your
my
opinion.
opinion.
Uh,
My
so
opinion.
after
Then
reading this small paragraph, you will have
hmm,
to figure out what are
hmm,
advantages and disadvantages of living in that particular neighborhood or in that
neighborhood.
particular
Hmm,
barrio. Okay.
hmm, hmm.
So read line by line. Okay. Stop after one sentence.
Hmm. Mi
Okay.
barrio se llama La Latina.
So my neighborhood is known as, the name of
La,
my neighborhood
la
is La Latina.
Latina. Hmm. Es un barrio muy famoso y muy bonito de Madrid.
It is a very famous and very beautiful barrio of Madrid. Of
Hmm,
Madrid. Okay.
hmm, hmm. Está en el centro de la ciudad.
Can you translate
It
this?
is in the center.
Of the city.
Center of the city.
Exactly.
Centrally
Very
located
good.
in the city.
Very good. Next.
Está muy bien comunicado porque hay metro y muchas líneas de autobús, pero ये बहुत बड़ा sentence है sir. We'll wait till autobús.
No, no,
Está
no.
muy bien
Right.
comunicado
हाँ.
porque hay metro y muchas líneas de autobús.
Autobús. Autobús.
Autobús,
हाँ.
autobús. Yes,
Pero
yes.
hay mucho tráfico y hay problemas para
Para.
aparcar el coche. So here it is being said that está muy bien comunicado. It is very well connected. Okay, the
Hmm,
city. So
hmm,
La Latina, barrio La Latina is very well connected. Está muy
hmm,
bien comunicado. Okay,
hmm,
porque hay metro y muchas líneas de autobús, because there is metro obviously, and there are many
hmm,
auto like bus. Okay, so the bus service of La Latina is also very good.
hmm, hmm.
But pero is but
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 okay,
hay mucho tráfico. There is lots of traffic.
traffic.
Y hay problemas para aparcar el coche. And
Hmm.
there is problem of car parking. So you cannot
Okay.
park your car very easily in La Latina, because
Um,
it has many like lots of traffic. Mucho tráfico.
hmm, hmm,
Uh,
hmm.
next sentence.
En el barrio hay muchos bares y restaurantes.
In the
There are many
bars,
restaurants.
bars and restaurants. Very good.
Hmm. Es famoso porque la gente sale por la noche y va a los bares y restaurantes para divertirse.
Divertirse. Es famoso porque la gente sale por la noche. So, el barrio, La Latina,
Hmm.
is very famous. Why?
Hmm.
Because people can go out at night.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
barrio La Latina has nightlife. Okay,
Hmm.
y
Hmm.
va a los bares y restaurantes para divertirse. So, people go out at night in La Latina and they go to many bars and restaurants for to enjoy. Divertirse is to enjoy. Okay, divertirse is to enjoy.
Sale means what, sir? Sale?
Go out.
Gente
Salir is
sale.
to go out. Salir is
To
to
go
go
out.
out. Sale. Sale is to go out.
Hmm. To go out. Okay. Por las noches hay mucho ruido porque la gente habla muy alto y la música de los bares está muy alta.
Hmm.
Por
Por
las
las noches,
noches
at
hay
night,
mucho
hay mucho ruido. There is lots of noise. Porque la gente
noise.
habla muy alto. Because people talk in very loud voice. Okay. Y la música de los bares está muy alta. And the music which are being played in the bar is also very high. There, so it
Alto,
becomes
alto means tall, na?
no,
Tall.
alta. Here it is high. Like
High,
when
high. Okay.
uh,
Acha, acha.
lots
हाँ,
of noise. So in the case of noise also you can use
it is
alta.
high.
Uh,
Okay, okay.
La
Y la
música es muy
música,
alta. Okay,
de
de los
los,
bares. So it is
ah,
basically La Latina, el
mm,
barrio de La Latina is very noisy. Okay, at
mm,
night.
at night, at
Ah,
night.
because of the music played by the
Ah,
because music
mm,
is played
very
very
loud in the
very
bars.
loudly in the bars. Okay.
Ah, mm,
También hay un teatro y cerca hay dos cines. So there is also one theater and
theater,
dos cines, two cinema halls.
cinema, cinema halls.
Hay pocas
Hay
escuelas.
pocas, mm,
Escuelas. Read.
hay pocas escuelas y no hay ningún
Os-
hospital cerca.
Can you say me
So,
why there is only Ningun and not Ninguna here?
mm, you said about Ninguna was that it is uh,
When we use it with feminine. So here
हाँ,
it is El Hospital. El Hospital.
अच्छा.
Okay. It is
There it was
uh,
in a Mingun hospital, yes.
Ningun Hospital.
It is right, it is Hindi.
Why? Why? Because it is always El Hospital. It is always
Air hospital. हाँ,
okay.
yes, yes, yes. I focus escuelas, few schools and no hospital
Very good.
nearby. Nearby.
Hmm.
Cerca
La,
is
la,
nearby, no, sir?
ha.
Latina tiene muchas tiendas y un mercado muy famoso. Se llama el mercado de la cebada. There are
Very
many
good.
stores and markets, famous markets.
And
One
one
of
market, un
one
mercado,
market is
muy
El
famous.
Mercado de la Cebada.
हाँ. El Mercado de la Cebada is very famous in La Latina. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Just
uh, basically, tell me what. So Ventajas and desventajas.
hmm.
So what are advantages of living in La Latina and what are disadvantages of living in La Latina?
Hmm.
Tell me.
Hmm. Ventajas is porque hay muy bien comunicado,
Uh,
porque hay metro y
see,
muchas líneas autobús.
very good. Because you
Then
will write.
disadvantage, हाँ,
So you will write
हाँ,
uh, uh, La Latina está muy bien
bien
comunicado.
comunicado.
Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay. And disadvantages,
Uh, mu,
desventajas,
uh, हाँ, mucho tráfico y
mucho tráfico
हाँ,
y
hay
mucho
हाँ,
ruido, lots of
हाँ,
sound.
mucho ruido, हाँ, para aparcar el coche,
Uh,
no
uh,
place for car parking.
Very good, very good,
हाँ,
very good. Hay
then
problemas para
हाँ,
aparcar el coche. Hay
हाँ,
problemas para aparcar el coche. Okay.
hmm,
So in this way, you can divide. Na after reading this
yes,
whole paragraph, you
yes,
can
yes,
talk about ventajas y desventajas. So in the
yes,
same manner, you will also have to talk about ventajas y desventajas of your
hmm,
particular
हाँ,
barrio in which you live.
correct,
Okay.
yes,
So for the next class, try
hmm,
to write small sentences about your barrio and divide it in two different sections about Ventaghas and Desventaghas. And we can discuss that in class. Okay.
Next class.
Okay.
Yes. So next class is tomorrow or day after?
That I will have to see in the routine. Actually, I'm not
Oh,
sure about it. I
okay.
think it is tomorrow
Ah,
or day after tomorrow. I will let you know in the.
It is tomorrow, sir, I think.
Then we can meet tomorrow and try to also do all the activities that are given in the book. Okay, all the activities. There are like actividad 14. So there are 14 activities in the book. Try to do all those activities.
so till tomorrow? No, no.
Not tomorrow. Like I'm not giving you any homework. I'm just
Ah,
trying to
ah.
say you like
Ah,
try to
yes,
do,
yes, yes.
try to do it. And if you have
Ah,
any problem in any
yeah,
activity, you
yes,
can
yes.
we
Okay,
can
sir.
discuss it tomorrow.
Yes,
So did you understand this chapter?
yes,
Like
yes.
try to go through this chapter again. Try to
Hmm.
revisit it. Try to read it again and again. And once you develop this habit of revisiting any chapter, only
Hmm.
through continuous revision you will be able to learn language. Okay.
Hmm.
So revision
Hmm.
is the key.
Hmm.
So uh, you will have to continuously revise whatever you are studying.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I think that try to write about your barrio. Okay,
Hmm.
try to
Hmm.
write one paragraph about your barrio, about ventajas y desventajas. Okay,
Hmm.
and whatever words that you are learning in the class. Okay, try to use
Hmm.
them in that paragraph. Okay, like cerca de, hay
Hmm.
hay un mercado cerca de mi barrio.
Hmm.
Okay. O hay un mercado lejos de mi barrio. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
whatever prepositions also that you have read
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
vocabulary that you have come across today, try to use all of them and try to describe your barrio, try to describe your city, है ना? Try to describe your country or try to describe your famous whatever place you like or the famous monuments that you like. Try to describe them with all the adjectives that you have learned today. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and because this was the first class, so in the next class obviously you will be having lots of problem when you will try to do activities. Okay, so in the next class we will be discussing all of them.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and we will also proceed to the next section. So the next chapter, uh, tomorrow I will try to uh, do this chapter, which is the next chapter,
Viajes, viajes y transporte.
which is very related, na?
Ah,
Related thing. So
okay.
because once you are able to describe your barrio, then the
Hmm.
next thing is that when you go to visit some place,
Hmm.
there you are there you will be able to talk about directions. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay, you will be able to find out or describe certain monuments. Okay,
Hmm.
so in the next, these both chapters are very related chapters.
Hmm. Hmm.
So once you get command over the first chapter, in the second unit, you will find that those particular words and vocabulary that you have learned will help you to understand the next chapter. So this book is designed in a very progressive manner. Okay, so
Hmm.
you cannot skip any chapter.
Hmm.
So go like step by step. First,
Hmm.
go through the first chapter, then go through the second chapter, then the third chapter, because the vocabularies and the expression that you will be learning in the first chapter will definitely help you to understand the second chapter.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then both first and second chapter will help you to understand the third chapter because
Hmm.
everything is related in this book. It is made in a very progressive manner. Okay.
Hmm. So one question.
Sure, sure.
Sir, do you think that along with this book, do we need any supplementary
Uh,
something
okay,
which will help
obviously,
us?
obviously, see, it is always good to consult more than one book, but since you are at the beginning of your
No,
learning phase, so I will
mm,
suggest you that go through this IGNU material very like 2 3 times
two, three times. Okay.
instead of you
Repeat
can
repeatedly this. Repeatedly this.
because I see because I will say the revision is the key in the
Huh.
in the process of learning any foreign language or any
Okay.
language
Okay.
also. So
Yes. Yes.
when you will revisit the same material,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
Hmm.
time after time, then you will be able to make
Hmm.
yourself familiar with the
Yes.
vocabulary
Yes.
and with the expressions. Okay, try to use them in your daily life. Okay, try to now describe your city and your barrio. Okay, and in that, when you will try to use them in a very practical sense, okay, so then those words will become part of your vocabulary, part of your life, or part of your this whole linguistic learning process. Okay.
Sir, at this
Sir,
stage, how
yes,
many
sir.
verbs are necessary to be remembered?
I know see, numbers are not
10,
important.
15, or
No, no, numbers are not important. See, like you must have come across many verbs in this chapter.
ah,
Try to
ah,
make one list and try to
ah,
read them
These
once,
are all
once,
conjugations we can keep ready of those verbs.
and try to practice conjugations regularly.
Ah, ah,
Okay, see, after when you will keep on practicing conjugations and you will keep on practicing using these verbs, then you will become very familiar with them.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Sir,
so
any website जिसमें हम लोग pronunciation practice कर सकते हैं anything?
I think word reference. There is one word reference.
What
Word reference.
what reference? Okay, sir.
Okay, so there I will write the name here. So you can go there and uh, pronunciation of particular word is given there.
Hmm,
Okay, sir.
So you can check, and this is a very good dictionary also.
hmm,
Okay, you can find conjugations of the verb also here. Okay,
hmm. Okay.
Okay, in one reference also, right?
In
उसमें
word
ही हमें मिल
reference itself.
जाएगा.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
everything,
okay.
everything you will be able to find there. Like uh, let me share my screen with you so that okay. Oh, so you are able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Okay.
sir.
So what reference? Okay.
Ah,
Okay, then try to like read this chapter again.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And in the next class, if you have any problem in any verb or any particular uses of expression, you can ask me. And in the
Sir, can
next
we
chapter,
contact you by email? By email,
sure,
can we contact?
sure. I will write my
Can we
email.
call you?
Sure, sure. Anytime.
Okay.
Uh,
सर एनी
Please
मतलब
share
एनी
your
प्रोग्रेस
contact.
अबाउट जो हमने रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि क्लासेस
Ah,
वीक में 2 ही हो कुछ भी प्रोग्रेस हुआ अपडेट एनी सब
I think you will have to write a mail to Ignu.
वी
Okay.
हैव डन सर वी हैव
sir,
रिक्वेस्टेड
I have written mail. Sir,
मेल
three
किया है
times I have written mail, sir.
मैंने 2 बार कर चुकी हूँ
Okay, then I will.
Because this was a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, तो maybe reply Monday के बाद ही देंगे तो आएगा. लेकिन at least if you can have a word with our director RC Delhi, Ashok Sharma ji.
Okay, sure, sure. I will try to talk to administration, people
Yes.
that are present in the administration, and I will try to see that how they can help you. Okay.
Sir,
यस सर बस
because
वीक
Vikas
में
Singh,
2 बार
sir,
होगा तो इजी
yes,
होगा हमारे लिए क्लास
हाँ,
मतलब
That I
because
can
because
understand.
initially हाँ, because cope up करने के लिए थोड़ा difficult हो रहा है.
Sir, can you all see my email here?
यस सर
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Please note it down, and you can write email
Yes,
anytime you
yes.
want.
Sir, I
सर
have a question. Actually, I just wanted to know about the assignments because I'm a bit confused.
Okay.
The last date will be on 31st May, right? So I don't know. Like it is like one assignment I got on the website that is for CSLC. which includes the BS12L1 and BSL-2 both. So there will be no like any voice kind of as per the recorded session I have seen on YouTube. They told that there will be some recorded sessions also assignments, but I didn't get any. So is this any one assignment or my question is I wanted to appear on the December exam. So is it possible for me if I'm submit the assignment on this last date, 31st May, and appear for December exam?
Okay, so I will also ask this question to administration, and I will
Even
let you
same
know.
question for me also, because I am also intending to appear only on December. Even
Okay, okay,
Raksha
okay,
was
हाँ, क्योंकि
saying
okay,
same
एक्चुअली
thing.
मैं इग्नू से 10 साल से लगी हुई हूँ, मतलब क्लासेस कर रही हूँ अलग अलग कोर्सेज। सो दैट मच आई नो कि जब आप एग्ज़ाम आपको अपेयर करना है जिस टर्म एंड में, उससे पहले आपको वो असाइनमेंट सबमिट करना रहता है।
हाँ।
क्योंकि मैंने काफ़ी सारे कोर्सेज इग्नू से किए हैं, सो
हम्म।
अभी तक तो यही पैटर्न है, आई नो एज मच। तो आप
okay.
दिसंबर में
तो
अगर
अभी
अपेयर करेंगे तो आपको उससे पहले जो रहेगा डेट रहेगा, उससे पहले आपको असाइनमेंट देना होगा, और अभी जो डेट था वो जून टर्म के लिए है।
हम्म।
Okay,
क्योंकि
okay.
Hmm.
So, so if you want to attend the exam in December, then I think you will have to wait.
अक्टूबर, हाँ अक्टूबर और सितंबर में वो लोग अपडेट करेंगे। क्योंकि लास्ट मैंने रशियन का सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स किया था, तो हमें सर उन्होंने जून टर्म का एग्ज़ाम का सितंबर तक टाइम दिया था उन्होंने एग्ज़ाम से पहले तक। सो बिफोर एग्ज़ाम वो लोग आपको मतलब आपको अपडेट करना है असाइनमेंट।
ओके ओके ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
वेलकम।
Okay,
Adios,
so
sir.
adios, adios.
एडियोस सर।
या
Hasta luego.
आदित्य सर,
Sir,
बाय बाय।
Adios,
sir,
gracias.
see you tomorrow. So see you everybody.
हाँ
सी
हाँ
यू
sure.
You
एवरीबॉडी,
too,
बाय
bye
बाय।
bye, see you
बाय
all,
बाय।
bye bye, take
Bye.
care, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.